to kick off to get this game underway. Bringing it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Running to Green. Oh, he's got some space. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Just going to keep it after the snap. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Quarterback making checks. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got his man on the right. Powers through. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Second down, he'll throw it. Hauls it in. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slants. He can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal!
Talking to the coaching staff coming into this game, they said explosive plays are going to be big for us. When we get our opportunities, we got to be able to hit on them. And you saw one right there that time, doing it on the ground on the opening drive of the game. That just shows you this offense, they are locked in and in tune and on the same page early.
And he'll bring it back. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Trying the left side. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
The Crimson Tide could get very aggressive here on 2nd and inches. The lone back's got it. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
They're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run. If you can't stop it, it could be a long game.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. They'll give it to the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Snap to the back. Turning on the Jets. Running inside the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he finished things off racing 63 yards to the end zone. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Creates a little space. Gets it past the marker. A really productive run. Gets it up to the 31-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. Making side adjustments here. Unleashes one. He makes the catch. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Slithers into space. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call, and they get the INT.
They'll go to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on third down. Looking to throw, it's Beebe. Here's the pressure. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. They boot it away. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. He only needs a sliver of daylight. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Got a little space. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Stanford with a lot of options here on 2nd and short. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Stanford! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he takes this from inside the 5.
Northwood is tackled down at the 46. And the Alabama offense will show up 1st and 10.
They will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking for a man. It's Beebe. Pressure coming. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Fires on the move. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the 1st down. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. That's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end, and just did a nice job getting outside the pocket and getting it to the big thing.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Quickly complete. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game, and we're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Breaks into the open. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. And it slips just inside that right upright. And that will extend their lead even further. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Working that left side. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. The give to the back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on third and long. Back to pass, it's Beebe. That's reeled in, it's Lewis. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Brings up second down.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Makes the grab. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Toss to the outside. And into the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown Tide. Ready to try the point after. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. This is a designed run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to fire on second down. Looking downfield. Finds his man open. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He'll take it himself. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Gets it out quickly. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. So 1st down will open up the final period. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
Stanford at the line, needing to convert on 3rd and short. The offense changing the play. Wide open downfield. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Looks as if he's going to run it. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
The throw. Makes the grab. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a first down.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the 4th quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run. Back it up with a pass. Getting the first down. A few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Oh, almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down.
Ooh, you're living dangerously now. You've got the lead late in the game. Don't do anything to turn it over, and they almost did throwing it there. If I'm the head coach now, I'm thinking, man, let's just run the ball.
They already have the lead, but they will go for the knockout punch here in the fourth quarter on 4th and goal. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Here comes that Alabama offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. Touchdown, Cardinal! And they turn it into a defensive score.
And linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he can be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26.
Will take over 1st and 10.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Beebe. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the right. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. To the air on 1st down. Right on the money. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. He's taking the deep shot. And he's got it inside the 35. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Just keep slinging it. Bringing the heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. At this juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
Second and 10, he'll throw again. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Lewis. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things.
Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. Throwing it back to the 6-yard line after making the interception.
Well, it's a nice interception. At this point of the game, up 2 possessions in a 2-minute situation, the offense is so predictable. You know they're going to throw the football. So everybody on defense, they're just trying to see the ball thrown and then breaking on it. Nice job coming away with that turnover.
A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. Using his feet. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. A designed run for the quarterback. Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.